Jairo, kanina nakakain ka.
Walang natin, buka natin.
Ay, magkay ba ito?
Hi, sir. Sir, baka may statement po.
Yes, dito mo, dito mo, dito mo, dito mo.
Well, the court had already granted the demurrer to evidence filed by the defense. So, it means an acquittal on the part of the all of the accused. As the judge says so, they may now enjoy their unmitigated freedom. But we have not yet read the decision itself, no? So we are not discounting the possibility of exhausting all proper legal remedies. And as head of the panel, maybe this week I will convene all the members to discuss whether or not we will file a motion for reconsideration or any other legal remedies that may be warranted under the circumstances.
What will stop you from filing an MR?
Well, it is still premature on our part because we still have yet to read the decision. We do not know if the judge had made some overstep its boundaries or there was abuse of discretion on the appreciation of evidence. But that is still to be discussed and only to be found out.
So, just to clarify, you're still contemplating on filing an MR?
Well, it will depend upon the decision, the contents of the decision. Well, there is no reason.
As we speak, you're still contemplating on filing an MR?
That is, we are not discounting the possibility. We consider that as an option.
Yes. How do you feel about it?
How do I feel about it? It's work, no? We have no personal animus against the good senator.
Yeah.
We just do the job, and if the evidence is appreciated by the court, we just submit to the sound discretion of the judge.
Sir, anong pwedeng may isama nyo sa MR na basis?
Well, we have not yet decided nga. Pag-aaralan pa namin.
Kung magpa-file?
Kung magpa-file. I mean, if the judge decision stands true and solid, we would have no basis to proceed further.
We would not like to waste the time of the court by filing frivolous MR. We will still have to study the decision.
Possibility po ba ito vindication kay Senator? Kasi 3-0.
Well, that
3-0 and 1 on petition pending. So,
well, we are also very happy for the good senator because once upon a time, she was our former boss. And we do not lose our respect even though we are on the other side of the fence. But it's our duty to prosecute.
Sir, thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you.
Sir.
At least 7 years. No matter 7 years nga sila, no? Wala kasing building.
Oo, nagkaroon na ng building.
Thank you, attorney. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Dapat dito. Umalis na kayo ng Marisa.
Tapos Darwin Cañete, no?
Dito mo natin kaya.
Ay, pausod niya dito ah.
Sino ba yun? Yung pwede humingi.
Ano?
Mamaya dito natin. Para sa'yo, pag-applyin natin dito.
Natin pagbanggayin yung mga mic natin ha.
Sa camera sa likod ah.
Dito namin pala tayo.
Yung man of the accused, diba, can now enjoy unmitigated Dilima and all the accused. Dilima lang. Can now enjoy unmitigated.
Dito lang ah, ganyan ah.
Atakin natin dito, bro.
Ganyan lang ah.
Hindi, ang sinabi saan sa inyo ka?
Live ah, live ah. Dave, atakin mo Dave ah.
Oo.
Hihain mo ah. Hina-hina.
Dito ka!
Si Ma'am Paris, ano namin dito. Sa elevator na yan. Sa elevator na. Hina. Okay.
Gusto.
Ay, bukang ulan ha. Kapag mo tayo.
Sila yung mag-prosecute. Kaya sila yung
Magandang araw, ako si Jairo Bolledo. Kayo nakatutok sa aming live coverage mula dito sa Muntinlupa City Regional Trial Court Branch 206. Dito sa loob yan ng Muntinlupa City Hall of Justice, kung saan kanina lamang ay binaba ng korte ang resolusyon nito para doon sa demurrer to evidence na final ni former Senator Laila De Lima. Dahil sa pag-grant ng korte doon sa demurrer to evidence ni former Senator Laila De Lima ay effectively ay acquitted na siya sa lahat ng kasong isinumpa sa kanya. The same day, in-release ng Quezon City Regional Trial Court yung desisyon nito doon naman sa motion ni De Lima sa isa pang kaso or sa dalawa pa niyang kaso. Ito yung minor offense lang. Ito yung mga disobedience cases na isinumpa kay De Lima in connection with the House probe in 2016. Today yan lahat, 3 cases, acquitted si former Senator De Lima, which means she is now cleared of all her charges at siya ay absolute leave-free woman na dahil siya ay currently ay nasa provisional liberty lang or pansamantalang paglaya dahil doon sa pag-grant ng kanyang bail noong November 2023. Pero doon sa pag-grant or doon sa pag-dismiss ng lahat ng kaso laban sa kanya ay effectively wala na siyang kasong kinakaharap sa kasalukuyan. Sa mga oras na ito ay napapanood nyo yung pagbaba ni former Senator Laila De Lima. Inaabangan natin yung kanyang paglabas mula sa courtroom at pagbaba, at sa mga oras na ito kung makikita nyo doon sa screen natin, hindi lang masyadong clear pero nakapila at nakahanay na yung mga lawyers at mga taga-suporta ni former Senator Laila De Lima. Nakita natin kanina yung kapatid ni former Senator Laila De Lima na si Vic Boy De Lima, kasama ni Vic Boy yung kanyang kapatid, at nandoon din sa loob kanina yung mga constant supporters ni former Senator Laila De Lima, katulad na lamang ni dating CHED Chairperson Patricia Licuanan, dating Presidential Peace Advisor Jing Deles. Nakita rin natin kanina dumating ang columnist at economist na si Winnie Monsod at asawa niya na 1987 constitutional framer na si Christian Monsod. Konting recall muna tayo ng mga cases ni former Senator Laila De Lima. All in all ay humarap sa 3 drug charges si former Senator Laila De Lima. Lahat ng yan ay na-file sa ilalim ng pamumuno ni former President Rodrigo Duterte. So in all, itong mga cases na ito ay may connection dun sa aligasyon na may kinalaman daw o hinayaan daw ni former Senator Laila De Lima na kumalat ang illegal drug trade sa loob ng New Bilibid Prison nung siya ay Justice Secretary. Sa ilalim yan ng pamumuno ni late former President Benigno Aquino Jr. Benigno Aquino III, pinagbintangan si former Senator Laila De Lima na tumanggap daw siya ng pera doon sa illegal drug trade sa loob ng Bilibid, allegedly para i-fund yung kanyang 2016 senatorial campaign. At noong 2017, February, na-file yung 3 cases against her, at magmula noon ay nakulong na siya. Recently lang siya nakalaya at siya ay nakulong for around 6 years, several months and 21 days. So she spent basically her entire senatorial run inside the Philippine National Police Custodial Center. This is former Senator Laila De Lima's 5th and last conviction in all of her cases. The first acquittal came in 2021 when another Muntinlupa court granted her demurrer to her on her first case with docket number 165. Ibig sabihin po ng demurrer ay grinant ng korte yung petisyon dahil mahina yung ebidensyang final o prinisenta ng prosecution laban dun sa akusado, which in this case is former Senator Laila De Lima. 2 years later, in 2023, May specifically, ay na-acquit si former Senator Laila De Lima doon sa second cases. At ngayon nga yung ikatlo at panghuling acquittal doon sa drug charge niya. So, may mga konting movements tayo nakikita dito. Medyo gumagalaw yung mga tao dito sa loob ng hall. Nakita natin dumadating at bumababa si Attorney Bonnie Tacardon, ang lawyer ni former Senator Laila De Lima. All smile si Attorney Tacardon, isa sa mga lead counsels ni former Senator Laila De Lima. Ito, kakausapin niya tayong mga reporters para doon sa dispositive section part ng case.
Sir, pakitas lang po. Yan. Para happy. Thank you po. Okay.
Kayo kasama kayo.
TV naman. TV naman. Sir, in this one portion, please. Maiksi. Sir, sino po yung judge? Oo, malapit yan. Lapit ah. Lapit ah.
So nakikita nyo sa inyong camera, ipinapakita ni Attorney Bonnie Tacardon, isa sa mga lawyers ni former Senator Laila de Lima, yung dispositive part. Pag sinabi pong dispositive part, ito po yung dulong bahagi ng resolusyon, desisyon ng korte or order ng korte kung saan sinasabi kung ano naging desisyon ng korte. Ito, sa nakuha nating kopya, ay sabi ng korte, thus assessing the totality of the evidence presented by the prosecution, the court is of the firm resolve and so holds that the prosecution was not able to prove the guilt of all the accused beyond reasonable doubt. Wherefore, for failure of the prosecution to give or to prove the guilt of all the accused beyond reasonable doubt, the respective demurrer to evidence filed by the accused are granted. So, ang mga kasama pong na-acquit ni former Senator Laila de Lima dito sa kasong ito ay sina Franklin Jesus Bucayo, Ronnie Palisok Dayan, si Ronnie Dayan, si Jonel Sanchez, si Jose Adrian Tiamsondera, at silang lahat. Yung nagbaba ng resolusyon o nagbaba ng desisyon na ito sa korte na ito ay si Judge Generito, ang presiding judge ng Muntinlupa City Regional Trial Court, Branch 206. It was or he is the same judge who granted former Senator Laila de Lima's bail petition in 2023 and also the same judge who granted former Senator Laila de Lima's request for furlough to visit her ailing mom. All smiles pa rin si Attorney Bonnie Tacardon habang pinapakita niya sa mga miyembro ng media ang kopya nung petition or kopya nung case or decision ng korte. So, hindi pa rin bumababa si former Senator Laila de Lima, pero nakikita pa rin natin na nagtitipon-tipon pa rin yung kanyang mga supporters, nakaabang pa rin yung kapatid niya na si Sir Vic Boy de Lima at pamangkin ni Senator Laila de Lima.
Wala naman.
Hoy, huwag tayo magpasa.
Bumaba ka na. Kaya ba yun? Sabi mo kaya dito. Babay yun siya. Uulan na. Babay yun na. Kaya pa nga sila eh. Kaya ba nga elevator?
Guys, ready guys.
Pop.
Ulo ay, makulo ha. Ganyan yung mic nyo, ganyan nyo. Yan, ganyan yung mic nyo, para din na sa tatay.
Dito. Statement po.
Magbibigay siya ng statement. Magbibigay ng
Statement po
statement.
dito. Senator, dito po.
Ito na po, dito na.
Kailangan namin siya.
Kuya, huwag kang malam. Kuya, guard.
Okay, babala mo.
Siyempre. So, ang tanong nyo siguro, anong nararamdaman
Yes,
ko?
ma'am. Ano po ang nararamdaman ninyo sa lahat after 7 years?
Oh,
sa mga
yes,
7 years
yes.
of this legal battle?
Napakalaki po ng ginhawa at saya. Ang nararamdaman ko ngayon, mas mapapanatag at makakatulog na po ako ng mas maluwag. You know, with the grant of our demurrer to evidence, which is tantamount to acquittal, that means I am now completely free and vindicated. It's very liberating. At alam nyo naman ito, I respected the rule of law, despite the pain and the injustice of it all. I confronted the charges head on, and I went through and endured the whole process. Nagpapasalamat po ako, unang-una sa ating mahal na Panginoon for His grace of freedom, permanent or full freedom and vindication, na hindi niya po ako pinabayaan all throughout my journey and ordeal. Salamat din po sa aking legal team for their hard work and their extraordinary commitment in defending me against these fabricated, spurious charges. Salamat din po kay Honorable Judge Hener Guito for his strong sense of justice and fairness. Napakalaki po o malaki po ang bahagi ng aking pagkamit ng hustisya ang makalaya ako ng lubusan. Sa aking pamilya, maraming salamat sa pagmamahal at sa inyong lahat na hindi bumitiw, for believing in me and in my innocence and in the causes that I've been fighting for. Maraming salamat. Sa taong bayan na tumutok sa mga kaso ko, salamat po. At sabay-sabay pa nating tutukan ang paniniguro na mababayaran ng mga abusado sa kapangyarihan at mga umalipusta sa mga karapatang pantao. At ito po ang message ko sa dating Pangulo, kay Ginoong Duterte. Kayo ngayon ang mananagot sa mga kasalanan niyo sa taong bayan. Isa lang po akong biktima. Libo-libo mga Pilipino ang pinaslang nila nung nakaraang madugo at peking war on drugs. Maraming pamilya ang naulila. Yung iba nga hindi nga pinatay pero nabubulok naman sila sa mga kulungan dahil sa mali at baluktot ng pagpapatupad ng batas. Isa po ako na nakadanas niyan na walang katuturang pagpapakulong. Sa mga sumusuporta po sa akin, huwag po kayong mawawala. Dahil pagkatapos ng 7 taon, mas handa po ako na ituloy ang laban. Let's pray together. Let's work together. Let's fight and win together. Tuloy ang laban.
Ma'am, yung sinasabi niyo po na tuloy ang laban, does this mean that you are going to run for the Senate?
No, I have no decision yet. What I meant by tuloy ang laban kontra sa injustices and sa oppression. Dahil ang dami nga po mga naging biktima ng injustice and oppression. Yun po ang ibig kong sabihin.
What's next for Senator De Lima?
Well, I'm still really adjusting sa buhay ko ngayon, lalo na ngayon na talagang complete freedom na ito para sa akin. Marami po akong mga engagements ngayon at nagtuturo naman po ako ngayon and babalik ko siguro ako sa practice, although limited capacity. And tutulong pa ako syempre sa Liberal Party because I happen to be the spokesperson of Liberal Party. And in fact, this is such a meaningful triumph for me also because it coincided with the 3rd death anniversary of the former President Benigno S. Aquino III na si Pinoy. So namimiss ko nga po. I'm sure he was with us sa courtroom kanina in spirit.
How about sa ICC, ma'am? Meron po ba kayong gustong sabihin?
Tumutulong po ako dyan, tutulong po ako. And kaya nga po, yung naging mensahe ko kay Ginoong Duterte ay siya ngayon ang mananagot. Kailangan panagutin. Dahil wala namang nangyayari dito sa Pilipinas. Konting-konti lang yung na-prosecute at nako-convict nila. At nandyan ang ICC. Tumutulong po tayo. I've been saying that na handang-handa po ako na tumulong talaga sa ICC para makamtan ang hustisya ng mga naging biktima. Maraming salamat.
So technically, wala na pong lahat, no? Lahat ng cases. Ano na?
Wala na po because the grant of our demurrer to evidence, that is tantamount to acquittal. Alam niyo po na 3 yung naging drug cases ko. Nag-grant yung demurrer to evidence ng isa, na-acquit ako totally sa isa. Ito naman ngayon, another grant of demurrer which is tantamount to acquittal. Meron pa nga ho kaming isang case na maliit na kaso, yung disobedience to subpoena or to summons, disobedience to summons, na napakatagal na. Kaya dinismiss na po ng RTC. Sa METC po yon. Nung hindi po dinidismiss ng METC, inakyat po namin yun, inakyat po ng aking mga abogado sa RTC and invoking my right to speedy disposition of case or speedy trial. Dahil na minor case lang, na imposable penalty nga, is just I think 6 months and then tumagal ng 7 taon, tumatagal ng 7 taon. So buti na lang po, nagpapasalamat din po kami sa RTC Quezon City na pinagbigyan po yung aming petition na tuluyan na rin pong dinismiss yung kaso na yan. So all of this, yes. So all of these criminal cases are gone. So that's why I'm so happy.
Do you go back to Bicol?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been going there once in a while. Binibisita ko po ang mami ko.
Saan po kayo didiretso, ma'am? Sa ngayon po,
Sa mga, meron kaming meeting yung lawyers. Kasi sa mga next moves, pag-uusapan po na.
For the
Are you contemplating to filing
Ma'am, dito po
cases
sa
against
cabinet.
Oh yes, my lawyers have been studying that already. And there are still other cases that I've asked them to study. Isa nga po, we will announce it in due time.
Okay.
Kasi pinag-uusapan yan, pinag-aaralan yan. So pag ready na po, i-announce po namin yan.
Aside from Duterte, sino po yung respondent?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Congratulations, ma'am.
Sa mga oras na tayo nakikita nyo yung paglabas ni former Senator Leila De Lima, pagbaba niya mula dun sa Hall of Justice. Ngayon ay pinuntahan niya yung mga supporters niya sa harap ng Hall of Justice. Mostly ito yung mga consistent na supporters ni former Senator Leila De Lima. Most of them are wearing the signature color yellow. We talked to some of them earlier, and they told us that they actually came from the cemetery where they visited the grave of late former President Ninoy Aquino, and then they went here after the visit. Now, former Senator De Lima is talking to them, and they're posing for a photo. We're seeing significant figures who assisted former Senator Laila De Lima in her case. We're seeing former presidential advisor, peace presidential advisor, Jing Delis. They're now posing for a photo. Kanina, sinabi ni former Senator Laila De Lima that this is a vindication for her and she will help in providing justice and ensuring justice for the victims of drug war. In fact, we're going to visit the case history of former Senator Laila De Lima. She was jailed for her criticisms against Duterte and Duterte's drug war. He was among the staunchest critics of drug war. In fact, even before she became the Justice Secretary and a senator, Laila De Lima, former Senator Laila De Lima, already probed and investigated the drug war killings, specifically the Davao Death Squad killings during her time as the former Commission on Human Rights chairperson. She was among the first people and officials who investigated the killings under Duterte. And then later on, it was revealed by some DDS members that they actually, in fact, prepared or planned to assassinate the former CHR chairperson because of her investigation into the DDS killings when she became the Justice Secretary, and then later on she became senator during her time, early tenure as senator. During her early days as senator, she launched a probe into the drug war killings under former President Duterte's drug war. She was consistent in criticizing the killings at that time. Even in her detention, she consistently criticized former President Duterte and his drug war. And then later on, she faced 3 drug charges, and now she's an absolutely free woman. Kanina, the court said that in the decision that former Senator Laila De Lima may now enjoy her unmitigated freedom because former Senator Laila De Lima is currently in provisional liberty as after the court granted her petition for bail in November 2023. Now that all of her cases are junked and dismissed, she is now an absolutely free woman. We're now seeing the exit of former Senator Laila De Lima. She had a quiet, short conversation with her supporters. Actually, most of these supporters, we regularly see them in every drug hearing, in every hearing of the former senator. They're always here and attend the masses or the Holy Mass, usually presided by Father Robert Reyes, and then later on they will chant in support of De Lima. Earlier, they actually chanted in favor of De Lima when the prosecutors arrived at the venue. Hi, I'm Jairo Buliedo, Rappler's Justice reporter, and I'm reporting live here at the Muntinlupa City Hall of Justice kung saan napanood natin at nasaksihan natin ang last acquittal ni former Senator Laila De Lima sa lahat ng mga kaso niya. This is her last and third drug case na pending dito sa Muntinlupa. Because of her acquittal in this case, she is now an absolutely free woman. Today also, the Quezon City Regional Trial Court also junked the 2 disobedience cases against the former senator. On the same day, the Quezon City released its verdict on the petition filed by former Senator Laila De Lima on the same day that the Muntinlupa Court granted former Senator Laila De Lima's petition for motion to demurrer to evidence. In legal terms, demurrer to evidence is used to assail the strength of the prosecution's evidence. In Tagalog, in more simple terms, ang ibig sabihin po ng pag-grant sa demurrer to evidence ay mahina yung ebidensya ng prosecution. In fact, when you're filing for demurrer to evidence, you are confident that the evidence filed and presented by the prosecution in court proceedings and the trial is weak. That's when you file for demurrer to evidence. And then since the court found that there's insufficient evidence against De Lima, it granted the demurrer to evidence. In other words, former Senator Leila De Lima is indeed acquitted in the last case. We saw the promulgation or the copy of the resolution earlier. We read, not in the entire resolution yet because it's 107 pages, but we've read the dispositive part or the last part where the judge discussed its verdict on the resolution. The judge pointed out that the prosecution failed to prove that the former senator, as well as her fellow accused in the cases like Bukayo, Jadera, are guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Judge Henry Gito, presiding judge of the Branch 206 of the Muntinlupa Regional Trial Court, is the same judge who granted former Senator Leila De Lima's bail in 2023, thus paving the way for this former senator's provisional liberty. Sa mga oras na ito ay nandito pa rin, naka-standby pa rin yung mga supporters ni former Senator Leila De Lima during the interview after her acquittal, shortly after the court dismissed the proceedings, ay bumaba si former Senator Leila De Lima where she talked to reporters. She repeated the same things that she mentioned during her release from detention in 2023. She highlighted that she wants to help in providing justice for the drug war victims. That's been her advocacy even before she became a senator and justice secretary. She also mentioned the International Criminal Court, or the ICC, which currently probes the drug war killings and the DDS killings under the term of former President Duterte. Former Senator Leila De Lima also mentioned reiterated her plans to file counter complaints against former President Duterte, who she said instigated the filing of cases against her. This is her vindication, she said. So sa mga oras na ito, titignan natin kung anong mga magiging kaganapan, titignan natin anong mga magiging susunod na hakbang ng kampo ni Senator Leila De Lima. Pero kanina nakausap natin yung prosecution. Specifically, we've talked to the prosecutors in charge of this case, Prosecutor Darwin Cañeta and Prosecutor Ocampo, and we asked them about their future plans in this case. And Prosecutor Ocampo said that they are contemplating and still thinking of filing, if they're gonna file rather, a motion for reconsideration against, or that will assail, the decision of the court. But it would now be harder for the prosecution to appeal the case because that would tantamount by constitutional rules and by law proceedings, that would tantamount to double jeopardy, which is against the constitutions. But they're still contemplating if they're going to file the motion for reconsideration. We've also asked the prosecution because this is a 3-0 for former Senator Leila De Lima against the prosecution. Former Senator Leila De Lima secured 3 legal victories, actually 4 if we're going to count the disobedience case. But for the criminal case, but for the drug cases, this is a 3-0. 3 for De Lima and 0 for the prosecution. We've asked the prosecution about their reaction to this, and they said that Prosecutor Ocampo, and I quote, said that they're happy, very happy for their former boss. Now, yun yung mga kaganapan dito sa Muntinlupa City Hall of Justice. Maraming salamat po sa pagtutok sa Rappler recap na ito. Tumutok lang po sa Rappler. I-download po ang Rappler app if you want to join the conversation about this case. At magkita-kita po tayo muli sa susunod pa na edisyon ng Rappler recap. At abangan po ang Rappler talk natin mamaya with the former Senator Leila De Lima. Once again, I'm Jairo Bolledo, Rappler, Muntinlupa.